guys, welcome back to Sparks and Recreation. Today we're taking a quick trip in a 2002 Dodge Neon RT 2.0 Magnum. What a name. Why does everybody hate Dodge Neons? Let's talk about it. Alright, so in today's video, we're going to try to figure out why does everybody hate these things. My personal opinion why everybody hates these is because they put power windows in the front and crank in the rear. I think the reason everybody hates them is because it has 3 fun pedals instead of 2. Dodge execs one day were sitting around going, how can we make this thing faster? And they're like, we have the 2.4 out of the Stratus, let's make it smaller and throw it in here. So now we got the 2 liter, but it is interchangeable with the 2.4 if you want to swap it out, which became very clear once I started making the SRT4 with a turbo Stratus motor, basically. This one's cool because it's ugly right there, but these are Shadow RT wheels. Those are hard to find. 2.0 Magnum. It's not coincidence. It's not coincidence. I really only like cars that blow head gaskets. These are about the only car that blows head gaskets more often than a fucking Subaru. Little known fact, this car you can pick up for very cheap, anywhere from $3,000 to even less if it's in really rough shape. These did 0 to 60 roughly within a couple tenths of a second of the same as a 2002 same year Civic Si. So this piece of crap is very light. This car only weighs 2,800 pounds. That's nothing. I was riding on the highway next to a Nissan Sentra. A modern Nissan Sentra looks like a monster truck compared to me. These cars are tiny. And they're super functional. Everything works. Why? Because it's so basic. No fancy bullshit. Everybody talks shit about these wings. Why the whale tail? Why? Because this car does a quarter mile in 15.6 seconds. Does that sound fast? No, it's not, but it's roughly the same speed as a Civic Si of the same generation. Yes, if you can drive, you can walk a Civic Si in this beauty. So the RT comes with a close ratio 5-speed. I'm going to show you in a minute. 60 miles an hour is 3,000 RPM. This thing is a race car. Actually, what's pretty impressive is these cars on a circle track, dirt racing, are absolute monsters. You will see these win at dirt tracks all across the country. Little known fact is they actually have a ton of aftermarket support. There's guys that build special cranks for these and make 1,000 horsepower. The Texas 2K 2022, one of the top 10 qualifiers, was a first-gen Neon running 8s. This is the quietest dual exhaust I've ever seen in my life. This has the world's biggest muffler. These cars sound terrible. I'm not gonna lie, unless it's got a huge turbo on it with a hood exit, none of these sound good. Even SRT4 sound like shit. You knew this was a top trim because back in the day you did not get cruise control with a 5-speed. This is very uncommon. Dodge really knew what they're doing back in the day, and they put I swear to God, hold on, let me zoom out. The steering wheel's on upside down, but this is how they are. I don't know, it just looks weird. It looks upside down. Alright, enough blabbering about it, let's drive it. Why is it so many RPM to do the goddamn speed limit? So, for this video, I'm not gonna lie, I totally understand why people hate Dodge Neons. I have owned probably, we've had like 5 or 6 of them over the years now. This is the first time I've ever owned a 2nd gen. I only like 1st gens, except for a couple quirky 2nd gens. So in 2002 and 2003, before the SRT4 was really a thing, this was a carryover of the RT nameplate that they had in the 1st gen. You don't really get a whole lot with the RT. Oh, damn, to the floor. What a beast. So I mean, It does take a while to get to 60, so the RT nameplate might not really mean much. I'm just impressed this thing, it will rip the tires off through second gear. I've been using it as a parts runner because of this little light right there. So when this was sold to me, they were like, oh, we can't get the OBD port to work. I'm like, oh, okay, well, what's the worst case scenario? That's for a cat or something? Well, it is worst case scenario. They put a different PCM in it, and this is new enough, you can tell, because if it has this color key, that means that it is enabled and chipped where the ECU and PCM, or whatever you want to call it, needs to be reflashed. You cannot just exchange out the PCM. And it's going to cost more than this car is worth to even deal with. So I don't know what I'm doing with it. I might fix it and sell it and just make no money, or what I'm doing right now is, with gas prices being as high as they are, this is my little daily to run around and run errands. These cars will get 41 miles per gallon on the highway. That's not much less than a Prius. And you don't have any of the cost of a Prius or maintaining a Prius. It's just an old-fashioned gas engine that makes no power. Not fast at all. That was pretty underwhelming. Getting into second, it stopped spinning instantly. That was awesome. It bogged so bad going in second. But anyways, I mean, it's okay. For what it is, you gotta remember how far cars have come. So a Hyundai Elantra now makes like 300 horsepower, where back in the day this made like 150 and it was kind of fast. It just really puts into perspective how far cars have come in 20 years. It's incredible. But yeah, that's a Dodge Neon, guys. And thanks for tuning in. We'll see you. I did pick up another weird car that I'll be showing you in the next couple days as well. We're just waiting for it to be dropped off. I should have went and picked it up, but I'm an idiot and accidentally hit ship. And the shipper had already picked it up by the time I decided, let's go pick it up. Oh well.